Welcome back. Now you are going to want to be familiar with the controls that you have in your Zoom client. If you want to start a new meeting, you can do that by going to this button. And what you'll notice here on the right hand side of the control is that you can choose whether to start your meeting with a video. You can untick this so that when your meeting starts, it will actually start without a video, or you can tick it back and the new meeting that you start will start with video. You can also start by using your personal meeting ID, or you can choose not to by clicking this button. So for example, if we wanted to start a meeting without the personal ID, we would leave this unticked. We would click Start New Meeting. This would open up our audio and our visual. We would join with our computer audio. And what we would then be able to do, even though we're in the room by ourselves, is we would then be able to invite other individuals to this meeting. And we can do that by going to this area, going to our participants. We can then click the invite button. What we can do is, if we have contacts available, we can then invite those contacts. If we don't have those contacts available, we can copy an entire invitation. We'll then have that invitation on our clipboard, and we'll then be able to pass that information on to other individuals that we want to join the meeting that we have already started. Alternately, we can then just copy the URL, and we can pass that URL on to other individuals that we want to join the meeting. That URL will look something like the one that you see on your screen. What we can then do is, once the meeting has ended, we can then click End for that meeting. We can end the meeting for everyone that will be present. You'll then notice then that your client will then be available again. Let's assume then that you know of an individual that is conducting a meeting, and what you have is the meeting ID and you have the password. You can join that meeting from your Zoom client. And to do that, all you'll need to do is to click the Join button. You'll see that there will be a space there for your meeting ID for you to write it into this dialog box. You can then choose whether you're going to connect directly to the audio, as well as to have your video turned off when it's going to be turned on by default. What you can also do from your desktop client is to schedule a meeting inside of the Zoom system. What you're going to do here is you're going to click the Schedule button. You'll then be able to fill in the details as to what the meeting is going to be about. Once you have scheduled the meeting, it will then be available on your calendar. And if you have your scheduling calendar available on your desktop, it will then be part of your desktop software that you use in order to manage your calendar, in particular Microsoft Outlook. Now, the screen share button is mainly for those who are using Zoom Rooms. You will actually share your screen inside of the meeting. So you won't need to share your screen separately from within your Zoom client with individuals you're going to be working with online. That you would do inside of the multimedia area. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.